Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our channel. I'm Margot Spildy, the co-founder of Grasp, and this is our second opportunity to hear from Anjanette LaBellarte-Gilbert, who is the executive director of the Hospice Foundation of the Ozarks. And we had a fantastic interview with Anjanette. So if you haven't seen the first episode, just click on the card to make it easy to see all the series of our interview with her. So in today's video, Anjanette is going to talk about her story and the things that she has overcome in her lifetime. And she is a huge inspiration. If you have, if you hear her story, it is so inspiring. And what I got from it is that belief that if she can do it, I can do it. And really, if she can do it, anybody can do it. So let's listen and watch the video. So tell me a little bit about your story and ways that you've overcome.
Well, my family they're overcomers, period. I've been raised around a lot of strong Puerto Rican people. And my mother was born in Brooklyn. My father was born in the Bronx. Both sets of my grandparents were born in Puerto Rico, and they were really poor. So my great-grandmother worked in the tobacco fields in Puerto Rico, and she escaped from the slave masters in the tobacco farm and went to New York City. And she didn't know how to read or write, but she knew money. But she took her daughter and came into New York, and that's where my father was born, is in New York. And my mother and father, they met only after knowing each other 2 weeks, and they got married. And then I was created on the wedding night. And so, and then my little brother came shortly after, because I was born in Anaheim, California. They had met in California because my grandmother eventually became a realtor in California and did really good. And my grandfather worked for Nassau. It's just crazy how we just keep getting better and better. So but my parents, they were all starting out in life. So they were driving, and they had me and my brother in the car, and their car broke down in Harrison, Arkansas, and that's where they stayed because they were so poor. So we stayed in Harrison, Arkansas, and my sister was born there in Harrison, but the Ku Klux Klan was there during the time in the 70s, so everything was they didn't teach us Spanish because they didn't want anything bad happening to us, because things were still, because the Ku Klux Klan, it's white and blah blah blah, so they didn't teach me. So I've been raised in the Ozarks my whole life. So when I go to visit my relatives, they're like, Anjanette, why don't you know your heritage? You should speak Spanish. I said, I wish. I know the cuss words, but I don't know. I don't know, because they didn't teach us. So my parents, they became in a very strict religion. And I was raised in a very, very strict religion my whole life. And so coming from that, then we moved to the Springfield area when I was a junior in high school, to Republic, actually. And, I was going to run away from home. I was going to do all that. And my mom and dad got a divorce. And then, so my father's estate was in Harrison, and my mother moved to Mountain Home, Arkansas. So, but she was still in that very strict religion. And she was poor. We were poor because she was a single mom at that time. So she worked full time, and then she was the mother of four children. And so being a single mom, I lied about my age to get a job at Bonanza Steakhouse, working the salad bar. I don't know if anybody remembers Bonanza Steakhouse, but you refill the salad bar. So I worked there as 14 to help my mother keep the lights on in the house. And things like that. Yeah, we were on food stamps and all those fun things. And then we moved to Springfield, Republic, and start a new life there. But I was mad because I wanted to stay in Mountain Home because all my friends were there. But we stayed in Republican. It was wonderful, did good. But I was still in that religion. And then religion, it doesn't really want you to become educated too much. High school diploma is good, but they didn't want you to really have a college degree or anything like that. And I was raised very subservient. The man is the head of the house. He dictates what things you do, and you listen and follow what a man says. So here I graduate, and then I met my future husband in Springfield, and he was 7 years older than me, and he saw this sweet, innocent girl, and he wasn't in part of the religion, but I was starting to look outside the box in my senior year of high school. But he was very dynamic and very charming, but married him and had 2 girls. We moved around 5 times, living around, but it turned out to be a very abusive relationship. But I didn't know any better because I just thought if I be a certain size, if I be very sweet and always kind and never really having very much complaints, and that it would make things better. And I thought, well, I'll go to church, start going to church, standing on the scripture, having Bible studies in the house. It's going to make our marriage, and we're going to be good. He was very abusive in many different ways. By the time I had the guts to leave him, couldn't even say complete sentences without stuttering because I felt so stupid. I mean, it was so beat down at that time, and all I had was my high school diploma. I wanted to go to college and get a degree, but he said that I was too stupid to go,
Wasn't that amazing? It is so inspiring to hear how Anjanette has overcome so much in her lifetime and has just created the life that she was destined to live. And so that is just unbelievable. She never stops. She has gone after everything that she knew that she wanted in her life. So let us know, comment below, what kind of things have you had to overcome in your lifetime? I'd love to hear some inspiring reader testimonies. Please follow us on social media. You can check out all the links in the description below. We would love to get to know you better. If you want a copy of my book, you can click on the link posted, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can be updated on more topics and interviews. For a free strategy session or a vision alignment coaching session, please click on the link for our website, and you can schedule that directly with me, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you.